radio. Shout it.
Talk to me about hip hop during that time when bars were received well and people could enjoy.
They still are.
Talk to me.
I think they still are. I think we got trained because, first of all, we have more variety of, let's say 10 years ago.
That's right.
And I think corporate America decided to lessen the variety because that's what a company does. Businesses aren't into selling you what's best for you. They're into selling you a lot of the same.
Yeah.
So, paper towel, light bulb companies, they don't want to sell you the light. First of all, they have them. They have the light bulb that you'll never have to change.
Yeah.
But why would they sell you that when they can sell you one every 3 months?
Facts.
So you got to understand, record companies are just like any other business. They're not here to find the most talented artists. What they say is, well, that song, Drake's record like that, produced by so-and-so, that's good. We want people that sound like that because that's already proven that it's good. So if we can't get him and Drake to do it, we'll just find somebody that looks and sounds like Drake with that kind of beat.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of parrot, formulaic stuff. And so people have just been trained because this new formula is less lyric focused and more melodic focused. And then really at the end of the day, they just care if it drop. They don't care what you said. They want it to drop. So, unfortunately, they're just trained that way in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
But it's still, Vince Staples and, it's all these dope MCs. Dudes can bar. The baby can rap.
Yeah. Oh, no, I love the baby. He's cold. Yeah, I told the baby he came in here at the beginning of this year. Actually, my guy Twan put me on him early, and I told him after I had an interview with him, I said, boy, you're going to probably wind up being the biggest thing in hip-hop this year. And it was no surprise when I looked up and he became the biggest thing in hip-hop this year, Now, Raz, as an artist and having your stints to where you found yourself incarcerated, man, what was it like bouncing back from those situations, and how do you feel like that affected your career?
Oh, anytime you not making progress, you going backwards because everybody else is moving ahead.
That's right.
And so, of course, it affected me negatively, but it also, I did the crime. You do the crime, you do the time.
That's right.
One thing I know is, I fare well. I can, I've done 2 years twice. In prison. I'm not proud of it, but I understand that I'm a soldier and I can deal with it. Some people break. They'll break after. There's a guy that the day it happened started to tell. So, hey, and he sure was pretty tough. He was talking a lot of tough stuff. Immediately, sir, I got all that. This is bigger than Nino Brown. So, you know what I mean? So at least I know I'm a soldier and I can keep my mouth closed. I've been through some wars where we know the business. And, my biggest thing was my biggest fear the first time, because I had never been to prison. I had been to juvenile hall and California Youth Authority and, all these other things. I'd never actually been to the county, but I'd never been to prison. So, of course, you're worried about your culo. So I'm like, if the culo, then I'm going to have to kill something. So what I realized is, that happens if you want that to happen. So you see that happen to people. The only other big thing is fear of failure. So, you worried, like, have I made one too many mistakes? And that I'm not going to get no get back.
Yeah.
And then that last one was, my grandmother was sick. So I was very fearful of her passing while I was there and not being able to at least tell her I love her. Because I wouldn't have had nobody to blame but myself. Ooh. And that's what it is a lot of regret. So it's a lot of people, there's a lot of good people in prison that just did bad stuff. Yeah. And then they regret it. Unfortunately, some of them won't be able to fix that mistake anymore. I think Snoop was showing it on his page, but it was a dude, I forgot where, somebody posted it, but it was a dude, and he was just saying, like, I killed, I'm from the turf, whatever. I think he was from, like, Dempsey's hood. He was a rolling 60s dude. But, he got life. And, now he's 32. He probably been in there since he was, 19. And he's just like, if I could, I would not. It wasn't worth it. He gone, I'm gone. I'm not mad at him no more. Like I wish I would have did that differently. And so that's one of the things. That's being around people that were never coming home, or like I remember when I went to court. And, it was you in the chain gang.
Yeah.
And I got on the bus. It was a young cat, like he was 18, 17. And he like, yeah, cuz I'm gonna be all right, da 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 da. And they laughing. He was with his homeboy, but they just gave him life. They just gave him 40 to life. You 18, you ain't even lived. You ain't really turned up. You ain't popped off.
Yeah.
But you through vote. That won't kick in until 5 years later.
Yeah.
Like I'm never getting out of here. Ever, ever, ever. And so those are the big things. That's why I don't promote a lot of just ridiculous ignorance.
Exactly.
Trying to be the most toughest and all that because you're promoting that. But then, you go ask the people sitting in prison and they'll tell you that ain't the business, bro.
On the other
traps, in the gang, and I killed everybody. Like, why are you telling people to run out here and kill everybody, bro? You need to be telling we need to talk it out so we can get this bread together.
Exactly.
Radio Shouty.